extended reaction is on Patreon. And if you want to see episode 6, that's also on Patreon before it goes out on YouTube, of course. So, just throwing that out there. So used to saying that. But hello everyone, Liam Catterson here, and we're reacting to Iron Fist? Or is it Steel Serpent? After the last episode, it seems like the Steel Serpent has awoken, and I'm really excited to see what happens. In episode number 5, Heart of the Dragon, some interesting stuff came out with the last episode with Mary's multi-personality thing coming out. Eventually it was 100% confirmed because we kind of picked up on the dots, and yeah, like I said, it was confirmed. But obviously, like I've just mentioned, Davos has seemingly getting what he wants. It's Christmas Day for Davos, and it's the perfect gift. Will it drain Dany, though? It remains to be seen. We saw the ritual commencing, and Davos approaching to seemingly begin the transfer, it seems. So, what that will do to Dany in terms of consequence remains to be seen. But yeah, with that said, let's just find out what happens in episode number 5 of Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon. Let's go. Here we go. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. He has awoken. Just imagine if he turns around and says, you know what, this power is actually poop.
Break his wrist so he's in late again.
Oh, don't tell me Davos is going to be the hero. He is, isn't he? I mean, he's not exactly going to abuse the power of the Iron Fist, I guess, after, you know, he's... Oh, damn! Is it wrong if I'm low-key rooting for Davos right now? Oh, he's gonna say it! He's gonna say it!
The immortal Iron Fist.
He said it! He said it!
I've seen the specs on this arm of yours, and the purchase orders. Sort of like sporting a Maserati with fingers.
Well, I would be glad
What a
to
Misty,
trade
this is
the
gonna be
if you
great.
wanted that. Look, Ward. Thank you, Ward.
Of course.
Okay. You don't like her, do you?
Yeah, just don't bother.
Wait, try something ill-advised. Then your name goes to the top of that list.
Where's my book? Where's my book of Jericho? Or list of Jericho? Oh my god, Davos!
Excuses for your failure.
Ooh. Failure is not an option.
Better have a baron than to bring a disgrace like you into this world. Second best. The fool who lost his birthright to an outsider.
I do feel a bit for Davos having to carry that weight, that burden.
I will make you proud. I will make you proud.
Kunlun, everyone.
I will make you proud.
Happy place.
I will make you proud.
Ah, Davos. Not working, is it? He's drained it, hasn't he? Yeah! There we go!
No, he is an adult, Colleen. Look,
She's
I
allowed
get
to feel
it. I
concerned.
saw your place. You two are building a life together. But being in a relationship with someone is not the same as taking responsibility for them. I know. Right, what did Meacham call it? My Maserati arm.
Multiple fatalities, 175 616. Suspect still at large.
What's a 616? Possible suspect with abilities.
Now I'm thinking something else. 616. Come on. I understand the reference.
Your fist lights up. It's really exciting.
This is not a weapon to be held.
Not if you're a Time Lord, but that's another subject.
What he couldn't do.
I mean, he's going to put more of a ruthless...
riddles, but...
a ruthless direction.
You have your iron fist. I'm very happy
to Danny's
for you. Every good
crime
deserves
cleanup.
one. But this cannot blow back on me.
I've been good for Christmas for the past 20-odd years. Where's mine?
Compartmentalizing. Every choice you make from here on in may have consequences. Do you understand?
If you play D&D, that's basically it, isn't it? Your actions might have consequences. For example, I'm playing a Dragonborn that now has a Lich, so that's all well and good. Oh, but you can see why Joy's wanting to detach from Davos. Oh, this is a really, really neat shot.
This may be your last chance to speak your heart.
Well, it will be, because she's gone with Kunlun.
And I won't rest until my destiny is realized.
Oh, come on. Make the cool shot happen. Come on.
And then maybe you'll be able to say the words you cannot say.
Proud of you. Oh my god. That was beautiful. Holy shit.
NYPD. Drop it. Look, don't make this harder than it has to be.
For what? You gonna shoot us?
Yes.
I
do what she says.
I'm not stupid.
Well,
Come on, kid.
shit.
Let's work the braids.
Just be done with this.
You want your boy here in one piece? Then pay up.
Yo, you can get us killed.
She's bluffing.
Oh! Run!
What? You almost crossed the line here. One that your little narrow ass can't walk back from. Now go.
I've missed her. I mean, it's only been like, what, 1-2 months, but I've missed her.
You can look over your shoulder day and night forever. Or you can hire me to make the problem go away.
She was right close to Davos as well, like, with the swords. But then again, he's more dangerous now that he's got the fist, so... I have a feeling Barry's gonna die, but I'm ready for this.
Listening to you just now, I really related. Brother, I've seen that same dragon.
Oh wow, I'm loving this. This openness between Danny and Wood. Oh my goodness, I love it.
There's gotta be another way around this.
I just love, I'm loving how Wood and Danny are connecting this season.
NYPD, open the door.
She's just scooting, like, nah, I'm out, bye.
Just a moment.
She knows she's hot on the radar. There we go! Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! This is what I'm talking about. Mary is scary. Like,
No, baby.
it's Walker. Just love that. No, baby. I was gonna say that arm packs a punch. Cannot. I doubt it. Okay, let's not get crazy, Mary. Come on.
Enough! Now, there are a couple ways that this could go. There's no time for a flesh wound, so I will put the bullet between your eyes.
Something's not right. Something isn't right. No?
At these meetings, everybody...
I thought something resolved there.
She told me that she loved me. Right before she got sucked out of the plane. I never got the chance to reply.
Oh.
Tell her I didn't know if I'd ever get the chance to say those words to the people that I care about the most.
Oh.
People like you, Ward.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta make your peace with people you care about while you can.
Because we could just lose it and then we'll have that regret.
Too late.
Yeah. It could all just go away. 1 second you plan on it, the next it's gone.
This is where I say the L word.
Oh my god.
I wanted to hurt you. And I did.
You did.
Davos isn't done yet.
Oh wow. I don't know, like Daddy can't believe it, to be fair. But you just can't, you can't blame him. So yeah, I really enjoyed that so much. It's probably the strongest episode of Iron Fist yet, potentially. We had a lot of interesting things crop up in this episode, such as Joy's struggle at what's been going on with Danny. And I think there's that feeling of hurt. As I've mentioned throughout the episode, there's that feeling of hurt, but it's what she wanted as well, but it seems like she's not so sure, because there's certain facial movements that Joy pulled throughout the episode that makes you think maybe, there's that conflict, and now she is wanting to have Mary as her protection. So, well, it's not just that, it's Davos's executioner Mary is. Especially with the fact that Davos is saying no to, you know, her deviating away. So, it's gonna be very, I think Joy is going to die. Because of that conversation that Ward and Danny had, which was really, really beautiful, as well as, you know, what Danny described, you know, using the Iron Fist was like to Ward. It'd be great to see Ward with the Iron Fist, though. No, in all seriousness, that was a really, really beautiful conversation. I'll touch a bit more about that in a bit. But, that conversation about, you know, Danny saying, you know, you have to say you love someone before it's too late. I think, especially with the rivalry we have going on between Ward and Joy, there's gonna be another Meacham loss, because we've got Harold gone. And like I said, there's that conflict, so something's gonna happen to Joy that will make sure Ward will have to, because he's trying to recover, he's got a lot on his shoulders, and as much as you want to root for Ward, something's going to kick him up the arse, and that's going to be Joy's death. So what's going to happen is Davos is probably going to get wind of the fact that Mary was going to eliminate him, and Mary will probably die, and then Davos will go for Joy. And that will be the final straw. That will be when, you know, potentially, especially with the sibling thing we've got going on anyways with the Meachams and Danny, that will be the final straw, and Davos and Danny will, I don't think he will kill him, because that's not Danny's code, as we've seen in this episode, of course, as well as throughout his tenure. But, you know, that was a strong element in this episode anyways. But, it will be the final straw when Davos deals with Joy. So that's what I'm anticipating to happen. But yeah, it was just really superb. Like I said, the conversation with Ward and Danny, I'm just loving their connection so much this season. Like, I think it was episode 3 that, where they arranged the dinner thing. There was a really, really cool scene between Danny and Ward anyways. And this one packed a lot more, emotion with, like I said, the, you have to tell someone you love them comment, and the fact that Danny didn't get to reply to his mother that he loved her back. But not only that, but Danny, like softly describing what it was like to use the Iron Fist. I thought that was really, really, beautiful, and it was a really, really fantastic scene, as well as the scene that followed up with, the Daughters of the Dragon. Cause, well, especially with Luke Cage and Iron Fist, they're developing something, maybe, you know, not a spin-off, but maybe it's low-key in the background. But yeah, the Daughters of the Dragon against Mary was a superb fight. I thought something was off, especially with the music, before we cut back to Ward and Danny, but apparently not. But it was a really, really impressive fight. And as much as you love Misty for being a badass, she absolutely, it was really, really concerning, like, with her against Mary, and it just shows how dangerous Mary can be. So, like I said, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Mary does fare up against Davos now that he's got the fist. She was right close to executing him anyways, but now that Davos has got the fist, and is really, really dangerous with it, you're uncertain what could happen, because Davos will potentially, I mean, we've seen Mary in action against, Danny with the Iron Fist, but Danny's more softer than Davos. This episode clearly explained that, for those who might not have been aware before. It just showed because of the fact that Davos was going to town on, the war against the Triads, and it's always been that case. Davos has always been more aggressive, more dangerous than Danny is. Danny is, not really the type of person who will go on the bloodlust kill, rage, but Davos will lose no sleep about it, as we've seen in this episode where he was just laying to waste everyone, in the Tigers. It was just a massacre. But it was really, really great as well, like a great scene, in that club. That was really, really great stuff. But you just couldn't help but root for Davos, cause it was just so incredible to watch, and, I guess he got what he wanted, and he is doing pretty good with the fist. But then again, you have to remember, I think the duty is to wield the fist and eliminate the hand, and of course the hand is no longer existent anymore. We've got a new war on our hands, pun not intended. So Davos is taking responsibility on eliminating that, since there's no more hand, since he wasn't there. It's like, oh, I want to join in, so yay, I'm joined in. That's what it practically is, since, he can't exactly, exact, the power of the Iron Fist onto the hand. So he's got to try it out on the Triad, who are causing, chaos, on the streets, and, he's doing a pretty good job, but of course, he's more dangerous, more bloodlust, so it's a real concern. Especially with Danny, where he feels that morality aspect is, well, it was completely gone with the whole ritual thing, but, Davos wanted to wield it, and he would feel that injustice, potentially, Danny, like he's doing a lot of injustice, so, yeah. But it was also great to see his backstory as well, with his mother as well, with the fact that his mother love was an important theme in this episode because of Danny and Ward's discussion, but because of the fact that his mother she could, but she couldn't express it due to her disappointment throughout this episode, when we saw the ramifications of, not only the fact that, his mother groomed Davos to be the one to wield the Iron Fist, but the ramifications of what would happen, because we've always known that Danny would win the fight, not Davos, and we saw the ramifications between mother and son, and how that affected Davos, and like I said, it's that sympathy aspect, but then again, it's a formulaic, scheme that we've got going on. Not just that though, but the homemade surgery thing that we've got going on, in the Marvel Netflix shows. But no, you got that sympathy aspect for, well, he's a villain, I guess, but not so much as, a villain like, who aims to do evil. It's heinous what he's done, of course, because the ritual is not exactly, well, one, it wasn't consensual. Two, it was really, really brutal. And three, it was, downright, due to greed. But then again, he's always felt that Danny is irresponsible with the fist, that he doesn't wield it. So it's that, he feels he's the righteous holder of the fist. So, he's not exactly full-blown evil. He's a bit villainous, but he's also got his own moral code as well. So, there is that sympathetic side to Davos, and like I said, there's moments where you want to root for him, because it's not like he's, you know, siding with the Tigers or the Hatch. He's trying to take the peace there, because like I said, there's no more hand there. But you do feel so bad for him, especially with the fact that he has a lot of pressure from his mother, and his mother completely is like, nah, you don't screwed up, I'm disappointed, and there's that feeling he wants to make her proud, so you feel a bit sorry for, Davos. He's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and, you know, his mother has manifested this character that, you know, aims to take the fist and do her justice. So, you even saw the hurt in his eyes, but he's grown into something colder as well, with his, like I said, heinous rituals, and, like I said, this more dangerous direction. But he's feeling like he can wield the fist with more purpose than Dany could, so, yeah. But yeah, that was a fantastic episode. Colleen as well, lamenting about the fact that, you know, she feels like she's restricting, like, I love that conversation with Misty after the Maserati arm comment, which was really, really fun, about how she, you know, her guilt about, I guess, holding Dany back a bit, but, as well as the fact that she knows her being involved in the fight is an inevitability now. Like, especially with the fact that Dany's fist is confirmed to be gone. Like I said, it would have been illogical if Davos allowed him to keep a bit of it, because, of the fact that Davos hates the fact that Dany wields it, that he's undeserving of it. So it would be a bit, you know, illogical if he kept a bit of it. But, yeah, it's an inevitability that Colleen's gonna come back in, with the katana, because Dany is not exactly as powerful anymore without the fist. So, there's got to be that bit of support, and Colleen, with the katana is, you know, I guess haven. It's just really, really wonderful to see. But yeah, I just loved her guilt, discussion with Misty. But yeah, it was a fantastic episode. Really enjoyed this. Like I said, it's probably the most captivating, the best episode. We got to see what Davos is capable of, and how dangerous and how worrying it was to a lot of key players, Mary especially, and now there's this plan to execute him. How that will go down, it will probably go down ugly, and I can't wait to see how the ramifications of Davos's attempted murder goes down. But as well as how Dany will get the fist back, so, because they're not going to do Iron Fist Season 3 without, you know, Dany, not having the fist, surely. But, yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see how things go, because this season has absolutely been a blast. I'm more captivated with this season at the minute than I have been with season 1. And season 2 has a bit of a disadvantage with 3 episodes removed, but already they're doing a really, really fantastic job with the characters, the story, Davos. It's just been an absolute blast, and I'm really pleased with how this season is turning out at the minute. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!